Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Pikmin 3 playthrough. We've finished the story, we've finished the side stories. I think it's time we finally go to mission mode and take a look at this mode. This was a mode that was featured in the original Pikmin 3. The one kind of difference with it though is that if you have the original Pikmin 3 on Wii U, in order to get all of these missions, you actually have to purchase some of them through in-game DLC. So you had to actually, buy all of the missions if you wanted to experience all the content. With Pikmin 3 Deluxe, you do not need to do that. All the missions are already available here for you to play, so another reason to get this version over the Wii U version, because it does have all the content already included. And if you have the original but never got all the content, well, here you go. They're going to give it all to you right now, too. So, yeah, that's kind of a cool thing about this. I know a lot of people love the mission mode. I'd say it's kind of similar to the challenge mode in Pikmin 2 to an extent, where they basically make some maps and you actually have to go through the maps, collecting treasure and doing all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's very similar to what we went through in Pikmin 2, basically. And, yeah, we're going to, honestly, do it again. I don't see, why change it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess is the way to say it. So, there's actually 3 modes here. We have Collect Treasure, we have Battle Enemies, and we have Defeat Bosses. Collect Treasure is pretty simple. We have to collect treasure. Battle Enemies, pretty simple. We have to battle enemies. And Defeat Bosses, once again, pretty simple. We have to defeat bosses. But for each of these stories, you're actually given, basically a certain number and distribution of Pikmin. So what you have to do is you kind of have to make it through these scenarios with the Pikmin you're given and figure out how to best utilize them. And the one thing that's actually kind of cool about this, and I don't think we'll actually see it here necessarily, I think we see it here, there's actually different Pikmin types in this. And if you're wondering, that's right, the white and purple Pikmin from Pikmin 2 are actually back. They do return in this game, and you can use them just like you'd used them before. And they have basically the same abilities as they had in Pikmin 2. There might be some slight balancing issues to compensate for the new engine and everything, but yeah, it's honestly kind of cool that the white and purple Pikmin actually come back for this. So, much like we did for the side stories, we're basically just going to go through all of these. I'll probably try to do maybe 2 or 3 of these per video. More than likely 2 of these. So, there will be a couple of videos to go. Probably when we get to the Defeat Bosses section, we'll be able to tackle more at once, because, these are all bosses we've faced before. We know how to deal with them, so they shouldn't be too much of an issue. So let's go ahead and get started with the Collect Treasure missions. Basically, my goal for this is I'm not going to try to go for all Platinums this time around, because I don't think you actually need to go for all Platinums to get, a reward or anything. There might be, an achievement that you'll get for getting a certain number of Platinums. But I think for this part of the playthrough, I'm just going to try to get any kind of badge on them. So, any kind of completion badge. And once I do, I'll leave it at that and move on to the next one. I think that's how I'm going to handle this. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this first one. We have the Tropical Forest. Very small area, and the basic goal here, I think, is, in addition to getting all the fruit, I think we also want to try to get all of the enemy bodies as well. I think if you do that, that's what will kind of end up being a perfect completion, I guess. A perfect 100% completion. But it can be kind of tricky to try to get them all done in one go, because, there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of fruit, there's a lot of enemies, there's a lot of stuff to take back. So, it's no guarantee that we'll be able to get everything, but we're going to do what we can and see if we can basically try and achieve victory here. So let's go ahead and get started with the Tropical Forest. Pikmin types. So, as I mentioned, the purple and white Pikmin do return. Just again to give you a brief synopsis for those who haven't played Pikmin 2. Purple Pikmin. These beefy, slow-moving Pikmin are 10 times more powerful than other Pikmin. They only appear in the mission and bingo battle modes. And then the white Pikmin. These light-footed Pikmin are poisonous. Any creature that eats them instantly regrets it. They only appear in the mission and bingo battle modes as well. So basically, purple Pikmin, they're very slow, but they can also do more with less, basically. And that comes to carrying parts back, as well as also doing damage in Pikmin 2. They were actually, I think, considered broken, because you could defeat a lot of enemies with just a handful of purple Pikmin, just by piling them on top of the enemies. But you gotta keep in mind, if, like, for example, there's a pellet or something that takes, like, 10 Pikmin to carry back, only one purple Pikmin can carry it back, but it'll still be very slow, so you still might want to consider maybe putting like a couple of purple Pikmin, or maybe a purple Pikmin with some others, just to make it go by a little faster. It's up to you, though. And then white Pikmin, I think they're also some of the fastest Pikmin as well, so they actually work pretty fast, too. And I think they're also the best diggers of the game, but I don't know if that is necessarily true, because I think yellow Pikmin are supposed to be good at digging as well. At least in this game, but again, I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm not sure of all the intricacies of Pikmins and the Pikmining and other things. So what we're going to do is, like, I know there's all these fruit here at the beginning. I'm actually going to forego those at the start anyway, and kind of focus on just kind of opening up the area a little bit. Because all those, all these fruit here, I could very, very easily just, get them again later on. Because right now I'm going to need as many Pikmin as I can to shoot. Okay, get all my Pikmin flowered up. That's a good thing to do. Allow them to work harder and take down this gate faster. Now, as far as like combat and working efficiently and stuff of that nature, unlike the side stories, I do think in this game the Pikmin at least work more to what they're normally supposed to. I think anyway. Like, again, do not quote me on that. So I'm going to do right here. Boom, get rid of you. There we go. Any other... Okay, there are more Pikmin over here. Perfect. Is this the only enemy? Yeah, we're actually about done with all the enemies, believe it or not. Perfect. All we got is one more thing to do, and then we can start bringing back all the bodies and everything else. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's all the fruit there. And with that bridge completed, they're going to be able to just take stuff down there, which is really nice. We have not quite enough for that. Let's focus on some of the other stuff right now. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, and charge. I have 9. I don't know if 9's going to be enough to get this. Oh yeah, it is. 2, 3, 4, 5. Meanwhile, you guys can work on this just to kind of get things moving. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Charge. Oh, I didn't even do that yet. Ooh, okay, I need to work on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have no more Pikmin left. So I'm going to focus on using the red ones right now. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 10. I have 30, so I guess we'll just send the rest of them. How are these guys doing up here? I still got some stuff left, but that's fine. Okay. Oh yeah, I also need to grab those leaf enemies too. I think we got this. I think we got everything. I just need to, again, get those leaf enemies. You can kind of easily forget about them just because of their nature. There we go. Get all those. Whee! And we did it! We completed the mission and got a platinum medal for basically getting everything in the game, or everything in the mission. %, complete. Get a nice little time bonus as well. New record, platinum, and once again you can also see how your data compares with other people across the world. My god, that's a lot of points. I cannot even imagine how they could do that. Probably being like a little more efficient with taking bodies back, I guess. That's the only thing I could maybe assume. Like, that's how they probably did that. But yeah, really, really nicely done. Gotta give people props for getting those scores. And it was definitely better than my score, which, my first score anyway. My first score, I guess I should also mention this. If you do let the time go out, the game does allow you to finish up the mission if you want, but I believe, like, you can't get a better medal at that point. You can finish up the mission, see how many other things are left, and kind of use that for future attempts to plan your route. But your score can only be what it was when the initial time limit does run out, so keep that in mind. So, like, if you get, like, a bronze medal when the time ends, and then, like, you finish up the mission after the fact, your extra time, overtime, is how I think it's called. The overtime will not count for getting any better medals. You have to do it, basically, in that time limit if you want to get a medal. And that's, again, why I don't have a medal for this one. Like, this one I was just very, very slow on, and as a result, I was unable to get any sort of medal. And I did finish up the mission after the fact, but still I was just unable to get anything from that just because, yeah, I just worked very, very slow, unfortunately. So yeah, let's go ahead and start working on this mission now. This is actually a pretty tricky one, Silver Lake. As you can see, it's kind of a kind of reminiscent of the Distant Tundra, kind of a water area from that game. And it's just a matter of going around, grabbing all the parts. There's also some stuff you can get in the water as well if you think it's worth it. And honestly, it kind of just makes it difficult because there's just so much you can do with all of this, and you just kind of have to work fast and efficiently, and not always an easy thing to do when you're on a time crunch. So we'll have to see what we can do on this one. So for this stage, we're given yellow, blue, white, and purple Pikmin, so we'll see some very old and familiar faces from Pikmin 2. Okay, I continue to stand by the fact that I think this mission is pretty difficult. Just being perfectly honest, I think this is not easy to do. There's just a lot of different things going on here and a lot of different ways you can optimize this. And I don't think it's inherently obvious of what you need to do, if I'm being honest, to get like a good time. Like, there's just something I'm like not grasping or something I'm not understanding in regards to this. Maybe I'm just focusing on all the wrong things or something. I honestly do not know. But I honestly feel like I'm doing everything right. It's just really hard to say because I feel like I'm, you know, multitasking in the most appropriate way. It's just really hard to say just because of the nature of this. So, I'm going to do this. So I can get these moving. And I'll go back over here. Okay, we have blue Pikmin now, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to focus on maybe getting the fruit first, because the bodies won't be worth much in the long run. So I'm only going to get the bodies like later on if I think there's a reason to. Because as you can see, there's just a lot of stuff going on. Go back to you. Is the bridge built? The bridge is built, so that's good. I'm going to do this now. I'm going to use Alf to go over here. There you go. Grab these really quick. Go to Charlie. We have all these Pikmin. Next we'll get these. Go back to Elf. Uh-oh. Shoot, I need to actually get you over here with the Pikmin. Okay. Okay, so we got all those. Charlie. Okay, you have 30. You have 30. So you go ahead and get these going. Alf, you have the yellows, which means I want you to get this down. Brittany, you go back here, and we'll start working on this side. Charlie, are you back? Nope. Alf. Not quite. At least get going on this one then. 10 more. Since this one's halfway there, I'll just get you going too. Charlie, okay, you have all yours back, that's good. Brittany. Okay. All these gates are gone, so that's good. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there'll be some of the others to work on this as well. Okay, back to Charlie. Okay. There we go. So now I'm gonna actually dismiss the whites. Take you guys down here to work on this gates. Back to Alf. You're still working. I don't know what you... Oh yeah, that... Okay. In that case, I guess you'll work on this. Brittany, where are you? Okay, you have a bunch of Pikmin too. Are there any yellows coming? Oh, there are, but only 5. Okay, let's do this. Charlie, you're in the water. Okay. Hold on, you need to go somewhere. Where do I want to take you? I guess you go over there with her. Charlie, you're picking up all these. Perfect. So you're gonna start working on these. Get some of these big ones going. Okay, do that. You wait here. Okay, so you guys got that. We do have more purples now. Okay, I think we are going to get the medal, though. We do have 1 minute left, but that's okay. Okay, I think we're going to get a good medal here because we have all this other stuff working now. Go back to Charlie. We still have 6 pieces of gold ore left. All we need is really the apple and the remaining bodies, and that's basically it. I think we actually did this pretty well. But, oh boy, here we go. Now we're not going to get all of these, unfortunately. The gold ones will help. I think we did get a gold medal, actually. Yeah, we got a gold medal. Could have, you know, we just had a couple of fruit left. We just needed that other apple and, well, actually 2 apples. Keep in mind, there was some stuff that was like on the way back that didn't quite make it, so we could have easily finished it up, I think. But just to kind of show this off, this is the score that we get. We get a gold medal. But if we can continue, if we do the after hours, and I will go ahead and do this really quick. Continue to finish the stage. Clear all stages 1 through 5 to unlock a new missions. No record will be saved for this, but that's okay. We don't really need a record. And again, it'll save the record that we got. We just won't be able to get the additional record, I guess. So now we have After Hours, where it's basically just going to continue with what we had. I'm going to dismiss, so I can keep getting the blue Pikmin. Again, all we need is the bodies and that apple. That's really all we need at this point. And I think all we need for this is just 1, 2... 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And... and that's basically it. I think that's honestly everything else. And I honestly could have probably, like, maybe exchanged a couple, like, during my course of carrying that back anyway, so... it is something that could have happened. Wait, what? Why are they... why was the apple, like, lifted up like that? That looked really silly. Oh, there's... I almost forgot about this gold. Oh, we're not done. We're actually not done yet. So we still have a bit more to do. And I don't know if we'll be able to... I need one more Pikmin. Oh, no, I don't. I have all the Pikmin. Okay. I forgot about the gold. Either way, that's it, though. So yeah, just trying to find a way to better optimize that, and I think we could easily do that, no problem. It does kind of show you, like, basically when it comes to these missions, like how much you do need to kind of optimize these, though. Because, yeah, they give you 3 captains for this one, and, you know, thank God they do. Because, yeah, doing this for just 1 captain would be really, really difficult, or even just 2 captains. Having 3 allows you to kind of at least focus on different areas and kind of wrap things up maybe a little faster. There we go, we got that. That's just the after hours time, unfortunately. And again, I don't think it saves that. So, yeah, that's pretty much that mission. We got a gold rank, that's all that really matters to me, though. And with that, I think that's going to do it for this video. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time when we focus on Thirsty Desert and Twilight Hollow. See you guys then.